If you feel like you have peaked in the gym, you feel like there's no other goals for you to achieve in the gym, this is the video for you. 2 years ago, when I was 16 years old, or you could say 3 years ago, I have peaked in the gym. I've reached all the goals that I wanted. I was the strongest I could have ever been naturally. Can I get even stronger? Yes, I could, but it would take a lot of time, and I didn't want that. The reason why I started gymming is because I was the fat kid who got bullied. So my primary goal of working out is to be as strong as possible, to be as big as possible, and to not get bullied ever again. So if I were to ever get bullied, I can physically, out physical someone who will be stronger than them. Not to brag, I was benching 3 plates at 16. That's 140 kilos. I don't know what is it in pound. Is it like 315? I think. I was squatting 3.5 plate. I was overhead pressing. I think at a certain point it was 2 plates for a rep. I was deadlifting 4 plates, and I felt like I've reached my goal. And since then, I didn't put in as much effort in the gym. All of these emotions and all of this drive that I had in me, it wasn't being effectively put in the gym because I felt like I've reached my purpose. I felt like I've reached my goal. Why try? Why try again more? So I was just fucking around in the gym, just working out whenever I feel like working out. I was still addicted to the gym, don't get me wrong. I was still going 6 to 7 days a week. But I wasn't putting in the same 100% drive that I used to when I was chasing my goal, when I wanted to be as physically strong as I could possibly get at that age. But I wasn't really focused, you know. On some days I wanted to do chest, on the other day I wanted to do legs, I wanted to do who am I lying? I skipped legs for almost a year or maybe almost 2 years. But gratefully I have good legs genetic. So the leg meme doesn't work on me. But yeah, when you have a lot of emotions and a lot of fuel in you, but you have reached where you want to reach in that certain specific goal, you get lost. I remember when I was 16, at the point going to 17, I I didn't know what to do. I was still angry, I was still aggressive, I was still quite sad from whatever that had happened in my life. But there was nowhere to put it in. There was nowhere where I could release my anger. You know, I didn't feel the same drive as I used to. For those of you who go to the gym, you know what I mean. When you are listening to your songs, you're touching your ears before you do a PR. You're just looking down, head nodding before you do a deadlift. I didn't have that anymore. It's all gone. And I've been wondering why. Why is it gone? At that point of time, I didn't realize it's because I've reached where I wanted to be. So this is the thing. If you have picked, or if you think that you have reached a certain amount of place that you want to go in that certain area, it could be the gym, it could be studies, it could be wherever, financial. Oh, I wish I was there. There's always another place to go. So lucky for me, right after I got as strong as I could get, I realized that couldn't get me the girls. So I went to wanting to be as physically aesthetic as possible. And then I realized that, I wanted to join the competition for my brand and all that. But what I'm saying is this: once you have reached your current purpose, your current mission, there's always a next one to find for. For me, it was self-improvement, specifically in the red pill area, in the area where I could get girls. Because I was a simp. I was a piece of shit. I was a simp. I was chasing a girl for 4 years in my life. Something I'm not proud to say of, but something that I'm happy that I went through because it made me the man I am right now. But there's always something else for you to search for. So let's say you are done with the gym. You've gotten the six pack, you've looked as nice as you can be. Maintain that. Keep doing the things that you need to do to just maintain it as minimal as possible, and work on another thing. So let me give you an example. Mine specifically would be to get girls. So I went from focusing all my time and energy in the gym to now trying to learn how to socialize, trying to learn how to be more charismatic, you could say so. Trying to learn how to, in short, game. If you're into the red pill, you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, this is just a little intrusive thought that went in my head, and I got the aha moment, and I felt that I needed to film it because hopefully somebody out there relates to me. When you have achieved something, it may not be a big thing to other people, but to you, it may be a big thing. It may be the thing that you've been looking for years. For me specifically, it was 4 years. I know, not 4 years, I'm sorry. 2 to 3 years. So I started working out when I was 14, and then I would say that I peaked at 16 going to 17, where I was the strongest I was ever. Focus on a new thing after you achieve that. After you have achieved that, because if you don't, there will be so much drive and emotions that's in you that will go into the wrong place. For me, it went into the club, it went into the bars, it went into drinking, mixing with the bad environment. It went there. Imagine if I were to found another thing like self-improvement instantly right after I've thought I became the strongest I was. I wouldn't have this gap of wasted time. Because I would say that I wasted about a year or 1.5 years of my life before I discovered what self-improvement is. And the gym is what led me to that lah. So yeah, I hope this short video helps somebody out there, and it's just something that I wanted to talk about. I have a community of like-minded individuals, young people, or you may not be necessarily young, who are aspiring entrepreneurs, who are very very ambitioned, have a lot of ambitions. You can join this community because I know how lonely it feels to be the kid on self-improvement. I know how lonely it feels to be the one eating healthily in school, the kid to go to the gym right after school. I know how lonely it feels, and people will look at you as the outcast or as the weirdo. That's why I created this community. I'm trying to, get more self-improvement people in my group. We have, as of now, not daily calls because there's too little people in it, but I'm gonna have a community outreach soon where we'll